Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, thank you very much for coming for this event today. My name is Surotul Ilmiyah. I'm the Chief of PPIT Changsha, Perhimpunan Pelajar Indonesia Tiongkok, cabang Changsha. It's Indonesian Student Association in China, branch Changsha. And today we have International Virtual Student Exchange meeting. We have 7 countries students from Algeria, Bangladesh, Egypt, and then Pakistan, and also Ethiopia. Firstly, let's thank and praise our God Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, because until now we can gather in this forum without any troubles and obstacles. And Excellency Mr. Yaya Sutaria, as Indonesian Education Attaché, Indonesian Embassy in Beijing, and also Excellency Mr. Nicholson from Agora Internasional, and Excellency the President of the PPIT or Indonesian Embassy in Tiongkok, Mr. Nikkolal Akbar. Thank you very much for today. Okay, this event actually has supposed to build some cross-cultural relationship, and we need to hold each other during this pandemic situation with culture and education. We hope students from each country that face the same problem. We can still keep spirit to lead the world, to build the relation with academic background. And thank you very much for all today who has joined this forum from Indonesia, from China, or from other countries. Thank you very much. I hope this event can make us stronger, and also we can join as a team in English Club, Agora Speaker International. Thank you very much for coming. And the last I say, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Mrs. Ilmi, for your time. And before of the next agenda, I want to say hi to the audience. Maybe just join us in today's event. Welcome, guys, to Indonesia International Student Virtual Exchange. Okay, next agenda is the welcome speech from the President of the Indonesian Student Association in China, Mr. Nikkolal Akbar. To Mr. Nikkolal Akbar, the time is yours.
All right, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everybody. Your Excellency, Mr. Yaya Sutaria, our Attaché for Education and Cultural in Indonesian Embassy in China. Your Excellency, Mrs. Surotul Ilmiyah, as the Chief of Indonesian Students Associations in Changsha. Your Excellency, Mr. Nicholson, as the Agora Speaker International, Master of Grey Matter, and all the international speakers that have joined us in these joyful occasions, and all of the participants. Before, I would like to appreciate everyone that have contributed to this event so that this event could be held in this good afternoon. And also, I believe that we Indonesian students in China, especially in Changsha, have a role of becoming a bridge between Indonesia and China. And we also need to understand that by learning and by studying in China, we have attained a great opportunity to broaden our knowledge, to broaden also our networks. So that's why this event, which is a discussion forum, not only for the Indonesian students, but also for all the international students, especially in Changsha, to discuss more about what can we do as the youth, as the future generations in our respective countries and in the world also. What can we do to furthermore increase our collaborations, our cooperations, and to contribute more to our respective society? We hope that within this event, all the participants, all the speakers, everyone that is in this Zoom meeting, we could discuss together what can we collaborate more as youth in these generations, so that we could bring more positive attitude, we could bring more positive impact to our respective society. And also lastly, I would like to express my gratitude to all of the executives in Indonesian Student Associations in China, especially in Changsha branch, for your contributions, for your cooperations during the 1 year in PPIT, in Indonesian Students Associations. We hope that furthermore, we hope that in the future, we could collaborate more, we could do more projects together as Indonesian students in China. Then also we could collaborate more with our international friends to further increase our international networks, especially in China. Thank you, and may this event be successful, and may we could bring more positive impact to our respective society, to our respective community, to our respective nations. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much to Mr. Nico Akbar for the time. And we're gonna move to the next agenda for today's event. The welcome speech from the Education Attaché in Beijing, Mr. Yaya Sutaria. To Mr. Yaya Sutaria, the floor is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Honorable Excellency Mr. Mike Nicholson, Master of Gray Matter, Agora from USA, speakers from Algeria, Pakistan, Comoros, Bangladesh, Egypt, and Indonesia, and Nikkolal Akbar, President of PPIT, and Surotul Ilmiyah, Chief of PPIT Changsha, and all committees, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I feel honored and privileged to humbly appear before you to become part of this important event. 7 representative countries, international guests come to this event. And of course, first of all, allow me to express my profound gratitude and appreciation to organizer for this event for the excellent work in which this event is being organized. Indeed, today's event will further enrich the cooperation in education and culture sectors between countries and strengthen the people-to-people exchange among countries. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, our friendship and cooperation will become the source of the strength to overcome various global challenges, particular in this time of the uncertainty amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Cooperation in all sectors continues to be implemented. Various potential for new cooperation continues to be explored, especially in education and culture cooperation. Now in China, there are more than 15,000 students who study in China in 28 cities. Approximately about 35% got scholarship from China, our government, and some companies. We also work on vocational training. More than 5 student teachers lecture sent to university in China, while with our own budget, Chinese budget, and corporate social responsibility. It is very potential market for overseas university to take over the market from Indonesian students because there are 13,692 high school with 4.9 million students of high school. And for vocational school, there are 14,064 with 5 million students. And also there are 3,250 universities in Indonesia with 7.3 million students. In this good opportunity, we would like to offer the cooperation on double degree, lectures, student exchange, mutual cooperation in all aspects, and we welcome to invest on education in Indonesia. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 pandemic has prompted rapid structural change. Schools need to quickly adapt to the digital system to facilitate distance learning. As consumer and business increasingly depend on technology, the industry needs to accelerate the digitalization process to remain relevant and increase efficiency. Education is one of the important tasks of the government of Indonesia. In 2020, Indonesian government worked hard to achieve the improvement of the quality of learning, while ensuring to meet all the needs in education sectors during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Ministry of Education and Culture of the Republic of Indonesia has already launched Freedom of Campus Addendum, which carries four policies in the scope of higher education. The first one is that higher education accreditation system, re-accreditation program is automatically for all ranking and volunteer for universities and study program that are ready to move up the rankings. The accreditation that has been set by the National Accreditation Board for Higher Education remain valid for 5 years, but will be renewed automatically. Higher education institutions that are accredited B and C can apply for increased accreditation A will also given to universities that have successfully obtained international accreditation. Secondly, the right to study for 3 semesters outside the second Freedom Campus gives students the right to take courses outside the study program and to change the definition of semester credit units. The third one, the revolution in third one is that opening a new study program. The dependent campus program provide autonomy for the state and private university to open or establish new study program. Autonomy is given if the government and private university have already get A and B accreditation and have collaborated with organization and or university that are included in top 100 world university. The first one is that ease of becoming government university with legal entity. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Indonesian government made a number of breakthroughs to ensure that pandemic will not hamper all effort in educating the nation's future generation. Related ministries in Indonesia are also take steps to support government policy to improve quality of education. Indonesia needs human resources that is educated, noble, adapted, and collaborative to achieve the development target of 2045. Thus, the development of education in the future will focus to increase human resources facing the Industrial Revolution 4.0 and digital economy era. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that this event will provide opportunities for countries to share ideas, experience, best practices in keeping friendship that will create mutual cooperation. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much to Mr. Yaya for your time joining this event. Okay, so we're gonna play again the video opening of Inafest, The Diversity of Indonesia by Bari Kusuma, Indonesian travel videographer. Okay, that's the video opening of INAFES, the Diversity of Indonesia. We're gonna move to the next agenda and the main season for today's event. The introducing of Agora Speakers International and presentation for 7 delegation of 7 countries, and the discussion forum that all led by Mr. Mike Nicholson. Mr. Mike Nicholson.
Thank you. I'm here. Okay. Thank you so much.
Mr. Mike Nicholson, the floor is yours.
Terima kasih banyak. Okay, let me try and share screen. Can you see the slide?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, let me just very briefly, I will share this with you so you don't need to take notes. I'll send it to the organizers and maybe Jasmine can distribute to the attendees. Okay, Agora. Agora was set up 4 years ago. It's a not-for-profit. It is a completely voluntary-led organization. Nobody gets paid in Agora. And it was set up basically to use public speaking as a means of allowing people to, one, practice their English, although Agora is currently being translated into more than 10 languages, but it also is giving people the ability to improve their self-confidence via public speaking. So that's what it's all about. Let me just go through this setup first and you get a little bit more information. Okay, the purpose of Agora is to provide a worldwide non-profit association of passionate volunteers who want to help people develop public speaking, communication, critical thinking, debating, and leadership skills. Our mission is to empower people to become brilliant communicators and confident leaders who will actively build a better world. So we're really interested in changing the world with our activities and the people who are involved in what it's all about. Okay, the importance. Basically, empowering people is so important. Most people have a parrot on their shoulder that keeps telling them in their inner ear, you cannot do this, you are not good enough. And I think all of the people in this Zoom room, are able. You have achieved something. So don't let that parrot tell you not to do it. We're also trying to create leaders who have a real positive impact within them. And to create more informed citizens, to get more people involved in what's happening in the world. You're sharing information, sharing knowledge, and becoming a better world as a result. The logo, Agora, is a Greek word. It is basically the equivalent of alun-alun in Indonesian. It is the meeting place where people go to share ideas and to speak. So that's what Agora is, and that's why we have these columns. This is the Greek origins. So how does it work? Basically, there are three main elements. Agora works on the basis of local clubs. All of the work is done locally. Normally, outside of pandemic periods, we meet in reality. Maybe we will have 10 to 20, 30 participants meeting and going through the education program. The education program is available to members online, and it's also providing a worldwide community. So we share across the world. In February, we did a marathon of speakers. It was designed for 36 hours. We couldn't finish it. It carried on for 38 hours of public speaking across the world. And that was a really great experience, being there in this universal club. How does it work? We're basically not training, we're not seminars, we don't have any experts or teachers. It's a club of members who want to develop their public speaking skills. So it's self-practice within the clubs, getting feedback locally. Study online materials for each project. So we have a basic education package already. It's 16 projects from project 4 to 16. Each project is over 2 weeks. So there's a lot of training there. And we have a advanced leadership program about to be launched. So basically, people prepare speeches. When they are ready, they then deliver them in their club. So everybody is following their own training timetable at their own speed. You can speed up when you have time. If you have exams coming, or you're traveling, or things are taking your time other than Agora projects, slow down. But it's up to you. You control the time. And at the meeting, you will have somebody giving you feedback. And if you need one, mentors are available. So prepared speeches delivered in the clubs with feedback. Running the club, running the organization also requires leadership. So you get leadership training while we're running an Agora Speakers Club. So feedback is so important. The reason I joined another organization 20 years ago was to get feedback. I was the region training manager for UPS, United Parcel Service. I was doing the same training program every day in different countries around Europe, sometimes 50 repeats of the same process, same program around Europe. And I could feel I was getting boring. And I went along to this meeting and I thought, wow, I need to come and join, because you get feedback. When you're the boss, nobody dares give you feedback. And that's such a disadvantage. All of us need feedback. So let's just go back here. The guy there on the top is Alexander Christoph. His name is on the bottom of the slides. These were done in 2017. He is the founder of Agora. He is the leader of about 40 of us ambassadors around the world who put the training together, and basically we run the club. He is Bulgarian. Agora technically is registered in Madrid in Spain, but it is very international. So local clubs are really the center, the powerhouse of what's happening. And I would love for you guys to organize your own Agora club. I will help. But run your own club. I mean, while we're in pandemic mode and we're doing everything virtually, it really is easy. It's not difficult at all. You only need a minimum of 8 members. Ideally, you want about 20 to make the club viable. And normally, I would recommend you meet weekly, but the members don't have to come every week. As I said, this is not a lesson. This is not a class. This is a club of people practicing their speaking skills. So club meetings, we have a lot of information about how to run good meetings. Timing is really important. We have various meeting roles, like meeting leader, equivalent to the MC. We have a timer. Timers are really quite important. And I will mention that later. We have a grammarian really looking to remind us to use good grammar. It's not the grammar police, but trying to find out people who are good at English. We have a speaker, obviously. We have evaluators for the speakers. And we have a section called Hot Questions. And this is impromptu speaking. We normally have a hot question session at each meeting. And people are expected to talk for minimum 1 minute to a maximum of 2 minutes with 30-second overrun. So hot questions are really fun, and it teaches you how to respond quickly. Club officers, we have 7 or 8, depending on the need of the club, people who have come forward to run the club. Club requirements. They need to be non-discriminatory. We do not tolerate discrimination. So anybody can join, whatever race, color, religion, orientation, etc., etc. So it's a group really of friends. It's a club of friends. And definitely we're very strong. We do not want any profit motivation inside this system. It works really well. People contribute their time when they have it. They contribute their expertise when it's needed, and nobody gets paid. And that's really, really an exciting part of Agora. Tolerance, we need to be supportive of people, respectful, and exercise tolerance. And we should be doing this anyway, particularly during this holy month of Ramadan. But we do this all year, every year. It needs to be neutral. We don't want to be promoting any one religious or political agenda. So everybody is equal. Everybody can contribute. The education program, as I say, it's online, so you just need to go in and you select the project you want to deliver. Normally you get 3 pages of explanation, you prepare the speech, and then you deliver it at the next meeting. So this is the basic path. Basically, we have 3 first projects: information on being a timer, filler word counter, etc. The first speech we ask people to give is 2 to 4 minutes to speak about things they like. The third project is Who Am I? And that's 4 to 6. And then we have basic speaking, 1 to 7. And that is by, as you can see, structure, message, development, body language, etc. And each of these is divided into 2. Week 1, you watch a video, having watched yourself many videos, to select the one you want to show the class, the group. And then that is normally 7 to 10 minutes. And then you have 6 minutes to explain what we've all watched. So basically you're teaching us, say, in the first one there, speech structure. And that is week 1. The second week, you then give a 5 to 7 minute speech using what you've taught us and what you've learned about speech structure. So any topic, but it needs to demonstrate speech structure or speech message, speech development, body language, etc. And then the last 6 are speaking technique. So vocal variety, researching a topic, using humor, anecdotes, emotion, and achieving stage presence, yeah, being charismatic on stage. So this is in the basic. This will take you maybe 6 to 9 months if you're conscientious. And then here is the advanced path, which is, as I say, just coming out now. This is new. So again, you know, once you've done those 16 projects in the basic, you then come on to do this and keep going. So this will take you the rest of the year and into your second year. So basically, you're joining Agora as a club, and you're learning at the speed that is comfortable for you. And it's really lifelong learning. I don't think we will ever stop learning in the future. All of us need to concentrate on CPD, continuous professional development. And public speaking is really critical in every job anybody does. Doesn't matter what you do. Yeah, you need to be able to communicate with people, get your message across, and convince them. So let's move on. So worldwide community, Agora is very much an international organization, particularly during the pandemic. It is very easy to go visit other Agora clubs virtually. Some days I spend go to 5 meetings, 5 different countries in one day. So it's very, very easy. Like last night, Addis Ababa. Today, I started in Jakarta with a youth club. We have this meeting where we've got 7 countries participating. But 3 o'clock onwards, there is a club meeting in Madrid. At 8:30, a club meeting in India. And at 10 o'clock, a club meeting in Canada. So it's so easy to go around the world. We're all following the same protocol, the same program, etc. So we have forums, we have social media, obviously Facebook, and people can communicate that way. But it's so easy now to go and visit the club itself. Choices you have. You can either join an existing club, hopefully in your country. If there isn't one in your country, I would definitely help you set one up. Or you start your own club. That's why I would recommend you do that here within your own organization. Yeah, PPI has its own Agora Speakers Club. Because then you can communicate about the problems you're dealing with, the common interest, concerns you have, etc. And to start a club, say minimum 8, ideally about 20 names that will come, ideally a weekly meeting, but don't expect the members to be at every meeting. Not necessary, they come when they can. And it is very little bureaucracy within Agora. We try and keep it really simple. So joining a club here, there is information. And as I say, I will share this PowerPoint presentation with you all. Yeah, starting a club, really, really easy. Okay, anybody have any questions? Silence is bliss.
Mr. Mike, there's a question in the comment section from Amin.
Sorry, I didn't quite hear that. We have an quick Q&A afterwards, yeah? So if you have questions, ask them later on, or send me a message. I'll put my details in the chat room shortly. So let's exciting part of this thing, the people from other countries. So we have 7 on the list, and what I would suggest we do is we start using Agora format. And the Agora format for timing is that the timer, we normally have a timer at a meeting, will change their background. So this is a 10-minute presentation for each person. My recommendation is that I will be the timer, and at 8 minutes I will change my background to green, at 9 minutes to yellow, and change it to red at 10. And when you see the red, close your speech as quickly as you can, otherwise we run out of time. So for the speakers that are going to come forward now, would you like me to be MC, or Jasmine, are you going to introduce each speaker?
Okay.
You will?
Yeah, I will.
You will, okay. So I'll sit back and relax and listen to the 7 speakers.
Thank you, Mr. Mike. Okay, so the first speakers, or the first presentation, come to Algeria. The delegation from Algeria. Algeria, are you in here?
Yes, I'm here.
Maybe you can on your camera.
Sorry, I can't. I don't prepare for that.
Okay, it's okay. So the delegation from Hanane, Hanane,
Yes.
spell it right.
I can start.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you.
So Hanan, how are you going to lead the world and build a global relationship with Agora clubs around the world?
I think that with the Indonesian students, we have a great relationship, and I think this image and this that we have about them will take the process.
Definitely.
Wait a minute, I will just share my screen. So I'm Hanan from Algeria. I will share with you a presentation of my country, and I have the pleasure to present today. It's a great pleasure to be with you. So I want to first thank you for the invitation.
Hanan, you're not sharing screen yet.
And like that?
Not yet. Okay, coming, I think.
It's okay.
Okay,
Yes.
we're on the way.
So first of all, I will talk about the Algerian geographical position. So Algeria is situated on the north of Africa. It's the biggest country of Africa. It's 6 times bigger than the area of France, for example. It's bordered by Tunisia, Libya from the east, Morocco, and a sub-Saharan country from the west, and Niger, Mali, and Mauritania from the south, and the Mediterranean Sea from the north. Let's start. The Algerian liberation war is very well known all around the world. This is Algiers, the capital. In Algeria, there is a lot to see. This is the Kasbah. It's an ancient city in Algeria. This is some monumental sites and historical site too. It's from this is Timgad, a Roman site. This is Ardea, a Syrian city. These are a prehistorical drawing, and this is the clothes, some traditional clothes. And this is some foods. I want to talk about this is in Sara in Tamanrasset, and those are an ancient drawing of the prehistorical man. So it's like a museum in the air. And this is couscous. So are you listening to me? Hi.
Yes.
It's all for me. I hope you enjoy the video.
Thank you so much, Hanane.
Welcome.
Okay, so the next presentation is from delegation from Bangladesh. Delegation from Bangladesh, are you in here?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Maybe you can put your camera on so we can see you here. Okay. Okay.
I have sent my PPT.
Okay.
So okay, thank you. I am Samiul Islam, PhD student, Central South University. I am from Bangladesh, and I'm presenting the 50-year celebration of Bangladesh because this year Bangladesh have got 50 years. The Independence Day was 26 March 1971. So this year, 2021, Bangladesh become the 50 year. Next slide, please. This is the national flag of Bangladesh. It was the first national flag of Bangladesh when our leader Sheikh Mujib, he is also known as the father of nation, declared Initially, it was our national flag, the green and the red circle, and under that there is the map of Bangladesh. Later, the map has been removed. Next slide, please. So, location of our country. If you see the location of Bangladesh, Bangladesh is a small country. It's surrounded by mainly India. And besides, there is another neighbor country, Myanmar, and other neighbor country like Nepal, Bhutan, and also China. So it's a very small country beside the Bay of Bengal. Next slide, please. We have a long history that Bangladesh. Initially, it was in India subcontinent. So in 1947, the subcontinent has been divided into two parts. One is India, another is Pakistan. So Bangladesh was the part of Pakistan. So it was known as East Pakistan. So in 1947, Indian subcontinent has been divided into two parts. One is Pakistan, another is India. It was divided based on religion. Pakistan was the Muslim-based country, and India was mainly secular country or Hindu-based country. So Pakistan has the two parts. One is West Pakistan, another East Pakistan. So Bangladesh was East Pakistan before 1971. So in 1971, there was a liberation war. So East Pakistan has been divided from West Pakistan, and it has been named as Bangladesh. So in 1971, a new country has been arranged, and that is Bangladesh. Thank you. Next slide, please. So the language movement. There was a language movement in our country when it was a part of Pakistan. It was known as East Pakistan. So the language movement happened in 1952 for demanding our mother language as a state language. If you all know the International Mother Language Day nowadays International Mother Day is year in February, 21st February, the world celebrates the International Mother Language Day. So this is the background of this day. The Bengali, we have a movement for our language, and in that day there are four citizens. The four citizen has been died. So that was the background of that day. So International Mother Language Day was based on the language movement of Bangladesh. So we feel proud for it. Next slide. Next slide, please. Hello, I can't see anything. Okay, thank you. So I mentioned the liberation war. So East Pakistan has been divided from West Pakistan. So the liberation war, it was happened in 1971. So there are some crises between two parts of Pakistan. Most of the financial crisis, financial differences, and political differences. So that's why in 1971 there was a war. It's called Liberation War of Bangladesh. And after the war, East Pakistan has become the Bangladesh. These celebrations are continued 9 months. It started from 26 March 1971 and it continued till 16 December. So 26 March is our Independence Day and 16 December is our Victory Day. Next slide. Next slide. No. Next slide.
Sorry, delegation from Bangladesh. We can't hear your voice clearly. Hello? Okay, I think the delegation from Bangladesh have a bad connection. Okay. Mr. Mike, are you still with us?
I am indeed. I have a good connection at the moment.
Okay. Mr. Mike, maybe we're gonna move to the next delegation from another country. Maybe you can lead the presentation from next
Comoros? Is Hawa there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, would you like to take over and give us a 10-minute presentation on your lovely country?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
I'm from Comoros. I'm very happy today to take a part on these international student speakers. And I'm gonna present about my country. I will share the screen with you. At first, I would like to thank my friend Ilmi who invited me today to be part of these good things, because I know that and I believe that she doesn't have this kind of skills of speaking. So now today I know the secret from where, because she's a great person and she's a brilliant of student. So now currently I'm in China, especially in Changsha, and I'm a master's student in nursing. Thank you so much. I will share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so here, as we see, I am from Comoros, and for the first, I would like to let you know where is Comoros and which country is Comoros. So here, the Comoros officially knows as the Union of Comoros is an island country in the Indian Ocean at the northern end of the Mozambique Channel of the eastern coast of Africa. It shares the maritime borders with Madagascar and Mayotte to the southeast and Tanzania to the northwest, Mozambique to the west, and the Seychelles to the northeast. So Comoros, as I said, is a Muslim country So the region of the majority of the population is official state, the Muslim is the official state religion. And as a member of Arab League, it is the only country in the Arab world which is entirely in the Southern Hemisphere. It's also a member state of the African Union, the International Organization of Francophone, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and the Indian Ocean Commission. So the Comoros is also separate in, we have 4 islands. So here we have Moroni, which is called Ngazija in my language country. We have Nzwani, we have Moweli, and we have Mayotte. It's currently administered by France, but also it's still Comoros. So here we have the flag of Comoros. We have the national flag of the Comoros is composed of a green triangle, as you see, a yellow, white, red, and blue. The green and the new moon symbolize the Muslim country and also represent the meaning of the country's name, Moon Island. That's why Comoros is calling the Moon Island. And the 4 5-pointed stars and the 4 horizontal bars all represent the 4 major islands of the constituent country. It's the yellow represents the island of Moweli, the white represents the island of Maore, and the red represents the island of Nzwani. And this blue, the last one, is represent the island of Mayotte Greater Comoros. So green and new moon symbolize the Muslim country, and the meaning of the country's name, Moon Island. The 4 5-pointed stars represent the 4 major islands of Moweli, Mayotte, Anjouan, and the Greater Comoros that make up the country. So the language spoken by Comorian people is the Comorian language, but collectively known as the Shikomori. They are related to Swahili, and the 4 different variants like Shingazija, Shimwali, Shindwani, and Shimaore, because each island has each language. So basically in Comoros we have 4 languages. So Shingazija, Shimwali, Shindwani, and Shimaore, and also are spoken of the 4 islands. So we have also, as a Muslim country, the Arabic and Latin script. They are both used, Arabic being the more widely used, and an official orthography has recently been developed for the Latin script, and Arabic and French are also official language. Along with the Comorian, Arabic is widely known as a second language, being the language of Quranic teaching. So French is the administrative language and the language of most non-Quran formal education. So in the Comoros culture, which is the main point I would like to share today, so we have traditionally weddings, which is the topic I chose today to share with you. So women on Nzwani wear red and white patterned garments called the Shiromani, while on Ngazija and Mwali, it has the colorful shawls called the Leiso are worn. So here I will show. Down here, I have some pictures. Oh, can you move, please? Yeah, here we have the Shiromani, as I said, the woman in Comoros. This is a traditional wedding cloth, or also the woman in daily life also wear this Shiromani. And before the women's, when we didn't have the hijab, but a woman used to the Shiromani to wear the hijab, like as you see here. You could just see the eyes of the woman, and the whole body is covered by the shiromani. Can you move, please? So for the marriage, there are two types of marriage in Comoros. So we have generally the small wedding, and it's known as Nadaho in my country, my mother language, and we have in general language as a Siri in the other islands. So the traditional marriage known as Ada in Gazija or Harusi on the other island. The small wedding is a simple legal marriage, like people, they are just calling for the family. Only the parents, like the mother and the father of the husband and the mother and the father of the wife. So basically 4 people plus 2, the wife and the husband. So that is called the city. Then we have also the wedding, like the normal wedding, traditional wedding, which is very, very expensive in my country because there is the dowry, which is supposed basically depend on people. Maybe some of them, they might give like $2,000. Some of them, they can give like $5,000 plus the gold. I will show behind here, there is some pictures. Can we move? Yeah, so here we have the garments. This is how Natija, because as I said previously, we have 3 islands. So the way we are wearing the clothes also are different. Okay, so we have these garments from Gazija as a woman, and the men also, they are wearing like the same. It's not like in Gazija they wear another, but in Gazija, Nzuwani and Boweli, they wear the same. So can you please move for the previous? Yeah. So I was talking about the dowry and also the gold. So here we see this is like a married woman, which we call them sharusi in my country. All of this gold is from the husband, like as a gift for the day of marriage. So we have also this wedding custom because of our culture. We have Indian culture. We have also the Comorian culture. So and on the right side, we see here, we have the dress is like from Morocco, but also it's Comorian also. Okay, so here for the big wedding, men wear this kind of cloth, which is called jagla in my country, and the women wear this kind of cloth. Can we move? Can we move? Okay, so women in the other island of Maori, here we see there is one of the, in the right, on my right side, the woman has the jasmine flower, because also we call Comorian Moon Island because of the flower. I think most of you knows because of the ilang ilang, so it's an island. So people make this jasmine and put on the head as decoration for the wedding. And some of them, they use gold. In my left side, they use gold as decoration. So before, they used to take the jasmine and put it, but now things have changed. So it's become like the gold is more prioritized than the jasmine. Can we move, please? Okay, so I would like to say more, but because of the time, and I had one video I wanted to share with you, but because of the time, I will finish my presentation here. And here we see this is one of my Indonesian friends with the Shiromani, the traditional Comoros cloth. And on the right side is me. Thank you so much. Terima kasih everyone for listening.
Thank you so much, Hawa. That was fantastic. I shall come, but I'll leave my gold at home.
Yeah, welcome in Comoros, everyone.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, who is going to go next? Would Zoya in Pakistan like to talk? Zoya, are you there?
Delegation from Pakistan, are you there? Oh, Mr. Mike.
Not? Okay, let's move on to Egypt. Syed? Syed in Egypt, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay, if you'd like to share screen and do whatever you wish to do, you have 10 minutes.
Thank you. Is it clear right now?
Yes, we can see the picture, we can hear you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sayyid Sholeh. I am Egyptian. I am PhD student at the School of Life Sciences, Biochemistry and Molecular Biology Department, specialized with pancreatic and breast cancer research. Generally, Egypt has a rich history and culture dating back thousands of years, starting with Pharaonic culture, then Christianity, and Islam. Egypt is among the earliest civilizations. Its culture has been affected by many other cultures and ethnic groups who either lived in Egypt or invaded the country. The Egyptian culture might be difficult for foreigners to understand, but once you do understand and appreciate the traditions, the experience in Egypt will be unique. Today, I'm going to talk about the Great Pyramids of Giza. It is the oldest and the largest and most famous tallest man-made structure over 4,000 years. The pyramids of Giza consider one of the main tourist sites where the tourists visit pyramids when they come to Egypt. Actually, there are three main pyramids that were built in 4th dynasty in 250 before Christ. The pyramids of ancient Egypt were built as a tomb before king during the span of the 3 generations by the ruler of Khufu and Khafra and Munkara kings. Today, there are more than 100 pyramids in Egypt, and still the most famous pyramids are those at Giza. Firstly, the Great Pyramids of Khufu is the most famous pyramids in Egypt, the biggest and the tallest. After its construction, it's become one of the 7 wonders of the world. The pyramids built during the rule of Khufu Pharaoh, and its constructed duration of pyramids took over 20 years. For more than 4,000 years, the Khufu pyramids was the tallest building on the earth until the French built the Eiffel Tower. Actually, the pyramids of Khufu is built entirely by limestones, and it considered one of the masterpieces of the pyramids around the world because It contains around more than 1,003,000 blocks, ranging in weight from 2.5 tons to 15 tons, and it's constructed by granite inside all chambers, and the temperature inside the chamber are constant. The heights of Khufu pyramids around 146 meters. Khufu was the second pharaoh of fourth dynasty. Actually, he's not good warrior or politician, but history know about him due to his great pyramid. The construction of pyramids of Khufu, some Greeks believe that the slave labor were used for construction of Khufu pyramid, and also the Great Pyramid was serviced by the white casing stone. The interior part of the Khufu pyramids, there is original entrance. It's around 17 meters vertically, and the Queen Chamber, it is exactly halfway between the north and south faces of the pyramids. And the King Chamber, it's around 10 meters from east to west. This pyramid is the only in Egypt known to have passage inside that go up and go down. The second pyramid is Pyramid of Khafra. Khafra pyramid stand on the higher part of the plateau, gives the impression that it is taller than the Great Pyramids of Khufu, but the Pyramid of Khafra is the second and tallest and the largest ancient Egyptian pyramids of Egypt. It was explored by Italian archaeologist called Giovanni Bilazzoni. He's son of Khufu king. Some archaeologists claim that he made Sphinx also, but there is no proof about this mystery. The construction of Khafra pyramids, the base length around 215 and the height around 164 meters. It's less than 10 feet shorter than the Great Pyramids. Actually, it's made of very large stone at bottom, but at the pyramids rises, the stone becomes smaller, becoming only 50 centimeters. The interior part of broiler chamber of Khafra pyramids, it is rectangular, around 14 meters by 5 meters. Archaeologist Bilazzoni discovered that sarcophage and Arabic writing, which said that pyramids had been opened in the time of the King Ali Muhammad Ali. There are two entrances. First entrance will cut through the plateau bedrock, underground entrance, and the other entrance face of the pyramids. The third pyramid is called Pyramid Mankara. It is the smallest of the three pyramids of Giza. Actually, it is built to serve as tomb of the Mankara pharaoh. Mankara pharaoh is the son of Khafra. He was regime and ruler Egypt from 18 to 20 years, and he had two wives Queen Karamantinti and Queen Khifti. Munkara pyramids heights around 65 meters, and it constructed by using limestone and granite. But the first 16 courses of exterior were made of red granite. The blocks of local stone and the walls of the temple weighted as much over 220 tons. The interior part looked like an arch by Malik Abdul Aziz tried to demolish the Munkara pyramids, but they stayed at their job for 8 months. They were not able to remove more than 1 or 2 stones each day. What is the purpose of the construction of pyramids? Actually, the people of ancient Egypt believed that death on the earth was the first of the journey to the next world. So why pyramids is miracle? Actually, the pyramids of Giza are the oldest and remaining intact of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Also, the Great Pyramid is thought to be constructed of over 2 million stone blocks that range from 2 to 50 tons. For that, it remains a mystery how they were transported. Historians estimate that over 1,100 people were involved in construction of the pyramids of Giza. Also, all pyramids in Giza are situated on the west bank of the river Nile, where the sun sets every evening. Also, inside the main chamber of the Great Pyramids lie a granite cover, which all seems perfectly normal until now, which made of granite. Despite the higher temperature that can often be felt in Egypt, the temperature inside the pyramids remains constant, around 20 Celsius, the average temperature on the Earth. I hope you all guys visit Egypt one day. If you are, I will be there for guidance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Saeed. That was a fascinating journey through time. We have so much diversity on this earth. It's interesting to see it all happen. Okay, let's move on. How about the delegate from Ethiopia, Faraul? Are you ready, Faraul? Come in, Ethiopia. Okay, I can see Melda. Sorry? Faraul, are you there? I can see Melda is ready. Would you like to take over, Melda, for your 10 minutes of glory?
For sure, sir. Thank you so much. Please, can I share your screen? All right. Is my share screen clear enough? Is it showing now?
Yes, it is. You're doing well. We can hear you outstandingly well.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so happy. It's an honor to represent my beloved country, Indonesia. All right. So This is Indonesian flag. It contains with the colors, the red and the white, and it has a meaning. The meaning for the red one is our blood, human blood, and also the white, the bone. So ancient times, it's actually a symbolic to honor our hero, the one who fought for our country at the time, so that now we are proudly say we are independent from colonization. And beside this is the symbol Indonesia. It's written here Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which means unity in diversity. We are different but we're one. Yeah. And this is the first information that I'm gonna share to you. So I'm probably say Indonesia is the largest archipelago in the world. If you could say our map here, we have the 5 big major islands, Sumatra, Borneo, Celebes, Java, and Papua. And we have thousands of smaller islands situated between the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Oceans. And Indonesia, as I said, is the largest archipelago in the world. Officially, there are over 17,500 islands that comprise Indonesia. So if you can open your phone with me, you can open the calculator. I mean, let's put 17,500 islands divided by 365 days in a year, and it's equals to 47. Means you need about 47 years to span in at least one day in each island in Indonesia. So it's very big and it's very interesting. The next is, okay, as I say, we are an archipelago country. So we have island, we have beach, and you can see this is my favorite sport. As me, I like to dive. So inside there is hidden heaven. You can see it here. Beautiful. And this is Bali, the most famous one from Indonesia. And here we have Raja Ampat in Papua. And the biggest lake in Sumatra. And this is, even though we are an archipelago country, we also have mountains. This is Bromo Mountains in Java. And the last one, you can find everything in Indonesia, basically. This is not Maldives, everyone. This is Indonesia. So you don't have to go far to Maldives if you want to go for your honeymoon, maybe, or if you like this kind of island. All right, the second one is Indonesia has over 600 ethnic groups. Yes. The Javanese will make up 40% of the population. There are over 600 ethnic groups and subgroups across Indonesia. Some of these groups include Sundanese, native in Western Java, Batak people in North Sumatra, Sulawesi people, and more. There are an astounding 300 local languages. We only have one national language, it is Indonesian Bahasa, and we have more than 300 local languages and over 500 dialects across Indonesia. So I'm gonna show you some of Indonesian culture. Here we have Bali Kecak dance. Yeah, so basically it's a male. They are making a round like this, and they are saying chak 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 while raising both of their hands. This is so famous in Bali. And here we have also a stone grave, like it's a big stone, and people they make a hole and they put the dead body inside. Yeah. And this is the third one is Indonesia has a lot of people. So if one of you want to marry Indonesian, then you guys can choose one of the beautiful traditional customs from us. Yeah, this is represent all the island in Indonesia. And surprisingly, we are the fourth most populated nation in the world. We have about 254 million people. And in comparison with Australia's population of roughly 24 million people, a large landmass over 7 million kilometers square. Indonesia's landmass is a lot smaller. We only have 1.9 million kilometers square, but our population is almost 11 times larger than Australia. Wow. The next one, Indonesia is the home to the world's largest lizard. Please, this is the Komodo dragon. We have to take care of them. We can find them in 5 Indonesian islands, which is Komodo, Rinca, Flores, Limbotang, and Padar. And they are truly fierce. Their weight is up to 150 lbs. And they have a processing toxic bite. So be careful, guys. Even if you love animals, but please mind your distance with them. And the next is Indonesia is the world's most populous Islamic nation. Yeah, you can say this is the maps of Indonesia, and you can say the population of Muslim in the most of the area. But as I said before, we are Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. Even though we are the most populous Islamic nation, but we are not Muslim country. We have another religion as well: Christian, there's Buddhist, Hindus, and Catholic, and Protestants, and traditional, modern and traditional. And so you don't have to worry at all, because we are really into it. We are united. We are united in diversity, and we also have about 6,000 churches all around Indonesia. So we are really fun. It's a peaceful country and beautiful. I'm gonna show you a little bit.
Recently one of the new 7 wonders of nature, Indonesia's best-known national park comprises several islands and some of the country's richest waters. Expect hulking mountainous islands blanketed in savanna, patrolled by the world's largest lizard, the Komodo dragon. One of Indonesia's greatest joys is hopping on a fast boat from busy Bali and arriving on one of the irresistible Gili Islands. Enjoying a Balinese dance performance is a highlight of a visit to Bali. Swept up in the spectacle, you'll soon understand why Balinese culture is among the world's most rich and textured. Life revolves around death in this land of fascinating funeral rites, boat-shaped homes, and doe-eyed buffalo. Welcome to the triathlon of adventure travel. Start on the east coast of Borneo, the world's 3rd largest island, and travel hundreds of kilometers upriver to the heart of a fabled jungle. Trek through it like explorers of old, then head downriver to the west coast via a thrilling whitewater canoe trip.
All right. So that's the 5 most beautiful place in Indonesia. Then I want to show you the last one is, of course, the food. Everyone likes it, and you can see we have a very delicious one. So don't worry if you Indonesia, the food is cheap, but it's a lot and it's delicious. The least I would like to say is welcome to Indonesia. Thank you.
Well done. You make me feel hungry. I just change my color, I think. Okay, I'm home now. Okay, thank you so much, Melda. That was fantastic. I think we could have spent nearly 47 years just watching food preparation in Indonesia. It is so good. Okay, so everybody knows where you're going on your next holiday. Come to Indonesia as soon as the pandemic allows you. Okay, let's move on now to whoever's around. Is Ethiopia here? Faraul? Is Faraul here? Or is Zoya from Pakistan? Zoya from Pakistan? Silence reigns. Zoya? What about Samuel? Did you return from the internet expulsion? Did you like to finish off on Bangladesh?
Bangladesh is already first because he has another meeting.
Okay, okay. All right, so we're missing Ethiopia and Pakistan, correct? Is there nobody here? Zoya, are you hiding somewhere?
Mr. Mike.
Yeah. You have broken up. I can't hear you. I cannot.
Miss Aruna from Pakistan also.
I cannot hear you, Elmi, but I guess Pakistan and Ethiopia are not appearing, correct?
Hello, I'm here from Pakistan. It's Aruna here.
Okay.
Hello, Aruna.
This is Aruna
Hello.
from Pakistan.
Are you able to talk about Pakistan?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you have 10 minutes.
Hello.
Aruna?
Okay, I got it.
You have 10 minutes to explain everything you want to explain about Pakistan. Okay, start when you are ready.
Yeah, sure, but this is not about me. I'll be in talk by on only virtual. I don't have this presentation. Okay, sure. Thank you so much. I'll start the communication with my introduction. I am Aruna Razak from Pakistan. I am a PhD scholar in biochemistry and molecular biology at Central South University, Changsha. I joined this university as a PhD scholar in 2019. And at the time, I am in my home country, Pakistan, because due to pandemic, I came back to Pakistan from China. Until now, I'm unable to go back. So now talking about the Pakistan, I would like to share from its introduction. Pakistan is the homeland of an Islamic culture. It is an Islamic Republic of Pakistan. It is situated in the country in the South Asia, and it is the world's 5th most populous country, and it has population about exceeding about 2012.2 million, and it is also known as and has the worth of world's 2nd largest Muslim population country. So no, I am unable to start the video. Sorry for miscommunication. So next, it is about Pakistan is the 33rd largest country by area, and it is spanning about 88,000 square kilometers. And from the ancient point of culture, Pakistan is the site of several ancient cultures, and most notably the 85,000 years old Neolithic site of the Maghrema. Pakistan is the oldest in South Asia, and a little bit about Pakistan armed forces. Pakistan is very famous for its army. Pakistan intelligence, the thing Pakistan intelligence force is the world most populous, and it is very proud. The piece of proud for Pakistan is that the intelligence army force of Pakistan is the world most famous. It has the sixth largest standing armed forces in the world, and it is the most popular piece of proud for Pakistanis. And it is a nuclear power and declared as a nuclear weapons state as well. Pakistan is ranked among the emerging and growth leading economies, and it has a large and fast growing middle class. At the time, I'm very sorry about not giving you the visual content. I'm only available as a oral content. I'm sorry for that to all listeners. So moving on, Pakistan's political history since independence has been characterized by periods of significant economic and military growth as well, those of the political and economic instability. A very most popular thing about the Pakistani culture is we have four provinces in Pakistan known as Punjab, Sindh, Sirhind, and Balochistan. Every province has its own specific food, culture, dressing, and wedding customs as well. So, if you please allow me for a time, I'll give you a brief about the Pakistani culture. Please allow me 2 minutes. I thank you and anticipate to all of you. Okay. So it's so here. Thanks to Almighty, thanks to God, we have a visual content to present. It's very good to see. So I'll describe about the. I was discussing about the provinces of Pakistan. There is an area known as the Punjab. I belongs to Punjab, the green color. I am from the Punjab, the city Faisalabad. The very unique thing about my home city is that the textile industry is very much advanced in this area, and we export the cloth all over the world. And this is a very unique thing about the clothes quality in my home city, and it is located in Punjab. Near to Punjab, there is no the a little violet color area is the Azad Kashmir. Azad Kashmir, and there is a fight between Azad Kashmir and the Azad Kashmir, that is about freedom, free from the any. There is a dispute between Pakistan and the India, but the area which is not under the control of the India is known as the Azad Kashmir. So now the places which are very famous for its the visit all over the world, These are Baltistan, Gilgit, Chitral, Swat, and Azad Jammu and Kashmir. The thing I was discussing about Azad Jammu and Kashmir is that Azad Jammu and Kashmir is known as the heaven in the Pakistan. The half of the Azad Jammu and Kashmir comes under the control of Pakistan government, but the other half is under the control of the Indian government. Both of these countries are disputing among a bit for this area since the independence 1947. Until now, the people they are living in the Kashmir, they are suffering from the uh, disputes, and they don't have even the right of living, which every one of us enjoying. And the other areas are the Baltistan, Gilgit, Chitral, and Swat. All of this giving uh, a massive amount of the economy to the Pakistan from the visit all over the world from the foreigners as well. Not only the Pakistani people who used to go there for enjoyment, but the foreigners also used to come and visit this area each year, and they used to spend a good time in this area. May I know about the time, please?
8 minutes. 8 minutes so far.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the next one is the thing which is very important to share about the Pakistan is the Pakistan has the second highest peak mountain in its territory. It owns a highest peak known as the K2. So the second, I'm not sure at the moment about the first one highest peak in the world. Can I came to know from anyone in the listener audience, please, if anyone has the idea?
Mount Everest?
Oh yeah. How can you forget that? Yeah, the first one is the Mount Everest, and the second one is the highest peak. It is in the Pakistan, and the temperature. Talking about its feet is its highest feet is about 8,611 meter, and it is also called as the Mount Quad in Austin, and called also locally called as the Dapsang and the Chogan. It is the world's second highest peak, and it is above the and it is the peak is above the sea level. And the first ascent it was described in the July 31st, 1954. So moving to the desert, so there is one thing very sadful about the desert living in Pakistan, that the people living in the desert, they don't have actually we are talking about here about the third desert. The people living in the desert, they don't have any easy access to the water, even to the even to the uh, drinking water as well. They have to go, the ladies living at in those area have to take a picture. I hope you may know that a picture, the clay made pot. They have to take it to the far away from their house, and they used to take a very dirty water, and they use it for drinking as well. And in that consequences, there are multiple severe diseases, and there is a very high death rate in those people due to that dirty water. This is very sadful thing about the uh, desert in Pakistan. And the other thing is here, it is the famous city in the Pakistan is Karachi, the highest city, the biggest city in the Pakistan is Karachi. It is also known as the city of lights. It is it is no it has a sea in it. It has a sea in it, and it is the largest city in the Pakistan and the 12th largest city in the world as well. So it is the capital of the Pakistan province of Sindh. As I mentioned before, that we have four provinces: Sindh, Sarhad, Balochistan, and etc. So it is the capital of the Pakistan province of Sindh, and it is ranked as the Beta Global City. The city in Pakistan premier industrial and the financial centers with an estimated uh, GDP of the $164 billion as of the 2019. So it is a city of lights as well, and it is the house of the financial center as well in Pakistan. So something famous for the Karachi is the so something famous for the Karachi is that it is also known as the transport hub, and it is a home to Pakistan's two largest seaports, the port of Karachi and the port bin Qasim, as well as the busiest airport in Pakistan as well. So Karachi holds its importance in multiple ways. So despite its importance, there is a much higher crime level as well in Pakistan, in Karachi. In January, by the news of the January 2020, Karachi's crime level stood at 55.20, and thus the city was ranked as the 88. Currently, the metro's file stand as the moderate crime level of 55.5, and it has been ranked 93 among the total of the 387 cities. So now about the agriculture point of view of the Pakistan, about the 26% of Pakistan's total land area is under the cultivation. So hello, am I there?
Yeah. You can say.
Okay, should I continue?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. About forestry of the Pakistan is about 4.1% of the land in Pakistan is covered with forest, and there are the major types of forest in Pakistan is the lateral and the swamp forest. The tropical dry deciduous forest, tropical thorn forest, and the subtropical forest, subtropical pine forest. There are some types of forest which are present in the Pakistan, and the total there are about 8 to 9 forests, and which is the famous one are moist temperate forest and the Himalayan dry temperate forest and the alpine forest as well. So next, please. About coals and mines in Pakistan. Pakistan has an asset of coal and mine as well. Pakistan has deposits of several minerals, including coal, copper, gold, chromite, mineral salt, and the several other minerals as well to all over the world. There are also a variety of precious and semi-precious minerals that are also mined. So this is a very, Pakistan has a territory of different things, items. Okay, then very little about the political system of the Pakistan Prime Minister is his name is Imran Khan, and our president is Arif Alvi, and the democracy system is running in the Pakistan, and the parliamentary system, the democracy system is all the democracy system of the Pakistan is applicable to all of the provinces in Pakistan, but instead the parliamentary system is applicable to only some provinces among the other as well. Next, please. Okay, a little very about the culture and the tradition in Punjab. In Punjab, we used to speak the Punjabi language as our first language. The other language used here is the Urdu language, which is our also national language of Pakistan. And the famous dance style in the Punjab is Bhangra. I'm not sure if you people are familiar of or not. And the Punjab dress for they used to wear kurta and the tahmid. and which is also kurta pajama. And the Punjab dress for women is the patiala shalwar, ghagra, and the shalwar suit. They used to wear these kind of dresses in their festival or their daily use. But a little dressing is inspiring from the Western culture as well, day by day. So here are some steps from the dance bhangra style. These types of bhangra or dance steps are used to carry in the festives of happiness such as wedding and Eid as well. Here is the Punjabi cuisine. Punjabi cuisine is the wheat wheat bread and the different kinds of gravy with, and the traditional, a very special thing about the Punjab is the green vegetable known as saag and maize bread as well. This is a very special cuisine from the Punjab. The other usual vegetable gravies are vegetables. Okay, from the Sindh, I have discussed about the Punjab province before. Now it is about the Sindh province. As we used to speak Punjabi in Punjab, the Sindh province people, they used to speak Sindhi language. I'm not familiar with that language. I can a little understand. They used to wear fully embroidered shirts and shirts as shown in picture, and their famous cuisine is Sindhi biryani, and it is famous all over the world. It is too delicious and having and it's spicy as well as compared to in Punjab. We are not as much spicy as the other, as compared to the Sindh, Karachi. They have a high taste bud for the spices. Next, please. So in Balochistan, the people living in the Balochistan, they used to speak the Balochi language, and their famous Balochi dish is the lamb skewed saji. They used to cook a lamb in a very special way. They used to dig in the lamb in the floor, and they used to put some coals, some fire with it, and it used to cook in the meanwhile, and it is known as the lamb squid saji. Though I have never tasted this, but it seems very delicious when I used to see on YouTube. It is on social media. It seems to be very delicious. I'm not sure how you people are this delicious or not, but it used to be delicious.
Aruna, excuse me, Aruna, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Your time is up.
Okay. I'm sorry for your time. So
You can answer the question
I would
on
like
the.
to conclude the presentation
Okay.
by saying thank you so much to all of you for your precious time and giving me and allowing me to be a speaker in your worthy platform. Thank you so very much to all of you.
Thank you very much, Aruna. It was a fascinating presentation. Again, another country to add to my list of places to go to. So that's one of the advantages of the pandemic. We get to see many, many places otherwise we might never have gone to visit virtually, but I would love to come and really see what's happening and taste the food. There looks like some really interesting food there. Okay, let's move on. We have one missing speaker from Ethiopia. I don't think Firaul is here. Is Firaul here, or is anybody here from Ethiopia who would like to talk? No, I will just give 5 minutes. Well, not 5 minutes. I'll give you 15 seconds on Ethiopia. I go to Ethiopia on a Friday night at 10 o'clock WIB, West Indonesia time. We have an Agora Speakers Club in Addis Ababa. It is a fascinating country. It really is. The history is exciting. And the most exciting thing about Ethiopia for coffee lovers is that's where coffee was invented. It was discovered by a goat herd who was watching his goats frolic in the fields after they were eating coffee beans. So he tried it, and he was also bouncing in the field. So that's where coffee started. Ethiopia and Yemen. So let's move on. We have 15-minute session for discussion. So the country presenters, if you would like to take your microphone off, and let's all be here available for people to ask questions. So shall we ask the audience for the first questions? Who in the audience would like to ask a question of any of our speakers?
Anyone want to ask a question to the delegation of 7 countries or to Mr. Mike? Don't be shy.
I think everybody needs to come to Agora before they can get the courage to ask any questions. Say public speaking, all got to do it, doesn't matter what job you're going to take, you need to talk to the public at some time in your life. So the better you are at it, the more comfortable you will be, and the more confidence you will have doing your job. So my recommendation, get attached to Agora somewhere, somehow. But anyway, are there any questions for our country speakers? Anybody have any questions?
Maybe they're still shy. I have.
So Jasmine, what would you like to ask? What question would you like to ask?
So I want to ask about to each delegation of 7 countries. What is your opinion about the diversity?
I lost the last word. What is your opinion about the diversity? I think we have to ask Melda.
Okay. Personally, to me, diversity is when you see everything is different. It can be a religion, it can be an ethnic, it can be a culture, but beside that, diversity cannot be a reason for us to be separated or to make a small group in between. So even though diversity is it means different, but it doesn't mean it can be the reason why we fight or we have a war and so on. It should be a reason we can learn how to tolerate, how to learn or respect others. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any other contribution? Any of our other participating countries? Who's still here? Zaid in Egypt. Syed, are you still here? Looks like gone.
Comoros is in here. Hawa.
Hawa, come back.
Yes,
You have
I'm
to
here.
come back from the beach. You cannot stay there all day.
Yeah, so for me, I think I don't have a lot of questions to ask, but I would like to know how can I join PPIT?
First you join Agora and then I'll tell you. Jasmine.
Or Agora,
Jasmine.
I wanted to say. Maybe I just
No, I'm
confused.
joking. I'm only the guest here. The people that did the work are Jasmine and her team. Ilmi, who would like to collect a customer? Hawa's ready to join. Is Hawa?
Hello, the same question. Hello, the same question is in my pocket as well.
Okay.
I wanted to know a little about the PPIT and to join as well.
I'm not sure who's talking, but we cannot hear you, I don't think.
It's Arona.
It's Aruna from Pakistan.
It's Arona. Hello?
Hello?
Jasmine, I don't know who was trying to answer. I could hear a voice somewhere in the basement, but I couldn't hear what they were saying.
It's Aruna from Pakistan.
No, she wants to join, but who was giving her instructions on what she can do? How can she join PPI?
Oh, so the PPIT is the Indonesian Student Association in China. So it's just I don't know, it's just for Indonesian students, but you also can join for events like this. So it's okay if you want to join an event like this. But part of PPIT itself is an Indonesian student that have their education in China.
I would suggest, Aruna, make direct contact with Jasmine and see if she can give you any particular advice about studying in China. As I assume that the PPIT is only for Indonesian students.
Yeah, as name indicates, it is clear, quite clear that.
There is obviously a massive information there that they have that I'm sure they would be willing to share if asked. Yeah, so if you have particular question, are you already studying in China?
Talking Aruna, are you talking about Aruna?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already studying in China.
Okay. Is there no Pakistan organization in China?
No, I have that. I was not sure about that. It is quite about the Indonesian students, so that's why I just asked into that.
Yeah, okay.
But there is Pakistan organization in China.
There is.
I would rather wish to join that, of course.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, you can network. I think networking is, again, one of those skills that is really, really important for people in life.
Yeah.
And it's great to network. I think that this meeting today was really good, having such a diversity of people from different countries. So I think it's
it's massive information.
Yeah, it's good to share information. And while we have the virtual meeting going on, it's so easy to meet other people. So easy.
Yeah.
So,
it's so easy.
Use the time wisely. I mean, personally, I don't think we will ever lose virtual meetings. I think they will be here now forever. We will have, obviously, hopefully, face-to-face meetings sometime. Later this year.
Yeah.
But again, travel is expensive and the internet and Zoom is not. So I think, making links across the globe virtually is really, really good. So yeah, I mean, make friends, make network connections with people you've met on this workshop, this meeting. And even though you cannot join the association, yeah, I mean, I'm sure they would invite you to come and participate in things that they're running. Yeah, I think we're always looking for people across the spectrum. So yeah, do share what you're doing, what your organization's doing. Organizations can learn from each other. Yeah, if somebody learns a good, if somebody can learn, if somebody, my telephone just went mad. If somebody has a good idea, let's share it.
Yeah, sure.
Don't be greedy. Yeah, let's share information. Okay, any other questions? Thank you for that, Aruna.
You gave a very good message. Don't be greedy. It's very food for thought for ears.
Yeah, my motto is givers gain.
Yeah.
Give first.
Yeah.
And then forget it.
Yeah,
Forget
very
it.
good.
It's not a debt. It's not outstanding. But what happens in karma is you get a reward later. And it may come from a different source, but it works, yeah? If people in general are generous, the message gets through, and somebody, hopefully some other country, will be generous back. So
Yeah.
it's a great concept, yeah? Givers gain. And I think we're living in a world, I mean, in a way, the pandemic, one of the byproducts may be that countries get closer together, or maybe not the country, but certainly the citizens, the people in the countries get closer together. Because at the moment, it's so easy to go and meet people from all over the world. Yeah, and let's build on that. Yeah, I mean, this will not stop, is my feeling. We will have face-to-face meetings, but
Yeah.
we will still have the option occasionally, maybe regularly, of having virtual meetings. I mean, Indonesia, for instance, I mean, Melda, I'm a member of the Indonesian Heritage Society, so I'm interested in Indonesian heritage and culture. I'm a museum guide at Museum Gajah, and my statistics are even worse than yours. We have 18,504 islands, so that probably makes you about 49 years of age before you can visit all of them. But there is just so much diversity, yeah, so much diversity. And we need to share that. I mean, we cannot do a visit to every place, but at least you can internet to different organizations, yeah, different people. And that's one of the things I love about Agora, is it is so down to earth. Everybody is equal, and we are all sharing the same thing, is basically our thirst for knowledge. We all want to improve ourselves. Yeah, and everybody with that mindset is going to help everybody else, yeah? We're not trying to block anybody. This is not competitive. It's not sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to help everybody, yeah? So we help ourselves by helping others.
It's very good. It's very good to listen.
I find that teaching people is a great way of learning yourself. Yeah, teach somebody to do something. One, you have to be smart and really understand your subject. But by doing that, putting the effort into teaching, yeah, you get a tremendous return, in learning yourself, individual learning. So I say it works. But let's keep this thing going. I think, it would be good to build on the connections we've made today, not forget them. Yeah, so I think, have something else to follow up at another time. So who wants to start the first Agora Club in PPIT? Silence is golden.
I think nobody is here except we, or I think so. No, there are 26 participants maybe, but they are silent.
We'll circulate the presentation I made And hopefully people will read through it and think, maybe would be something that would be of interest to me. And I say it's a gain, givers gain, but you gain by doing it. Yeah, you gain by practicing your English, you gain by practicing your leadership skills.
But I do believe,
Sorry?
okay, may I talk? What I
Sure.
do believe is that when we give, we gain far more than we give.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And it's much more enjoyable.
Yeah, absolutely. It's much more enjoyable as well. May I know about your name, please, sir?
No, it's secret. It's at the bottom of my face. I'm Mike Nicholson.
Okay.
I'm at the top left-hand corner.
Nice to meet you.
I way back early on, I put my contact details in the chat box. But as I say, I will ask Ilmi and her team to send out my PowerPoint, which has my connection details on it.
Yeah, sure.
And as I say, we have Agora in 70 countries already, 170 clubs.
That's great.
So I'm sure, to be honest, I don't know the ambassador for Pakistan, but I think there is one. I know I meet some people from Pakistan when I go to a meeting in Madrid. Again, the Agora meetings, are very international. People are coming from all over the world. Yes, so I know there are Agorians who are living in Pakistan, but I don't know when they meet. Yeah, I don't know when they meet, but I'm sure there's a club there. So if you want, send me your connection details. I'll go find out the connection for Agora in Pakistan. And that's a good place to start.
Okay, I'll surely contact after I'll get your contact details from Ilmi.
Yeah.
And
again,
I'll be there to contact you.
To set up a Agora club based out of China for students of any nationality, would be another way going forward. Yeah, it's one way of keeping connection with people from other nations. So it's up to you. You do what's convenient. What makes sense and what's going to be interesting. And as you say, giving it gets you better gains.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, any other comments? I think, have we taken photos already? I think you've been taking photos during the meeting?
Yeah.
Do we need to have a group photo?
But first, Mr. Mike, maybe we want to give a certificate of appreciation to the speakers today, to the delegation of 7 countries today.
I give control back to you, Jasmine.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mike.
My pleasure.
Okay, maybe Kak Ilmi, can you share the certificate, please? Share screen.
Okay, thank you very much for hello, especially my friend from 7 countries, the Ethiopia, Miss Aruna Razak, Miss Hannah, Miss Hawa, Mr. Samuel from Bangladesh, and other country. This is maybe only the little appreciation for you. We will give the certificate. This is the special certificate. Thank you very much for Miss Aruna Razak.
Oh, thank you very much.
Can you see my share screen?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's very good.
Okay, thank you very much. And also others who still in the meeting? Miss Hannah, are you there? Miss Hawa.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Miss Hawa. Wait, I will share the screen. Okay, Hawa is one of my friend that really interested to Indonesia. Even she know bahasa Indonesia. This is for you, Hawa. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much also.
Can you speak in Indonesia?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, come on. Open the camera. Maybe say something about this forum in bahasa.
Ya, selamat pagi semoga. My name is Hawa. Okay, Aku Hawa, asal Comoros. Ya.
Okay, give applause. Thank you. Terima kasih banyak, Hawa sayang.
Sama-sama.
Okay, Aruna, can you say something? You open your video. Thank you. Come on, say something.
I was just fonding and meeting people and seeing others. I just made this video.
Maybe say something about this meeting. What's your impression?
This meeting was very massive information for me, and I enjoyed it a lot. It was not about any stressful meeting, you can say. It is about joyful meeting. I enjoyed it a lot. Some novel things came to know. That's very good to know. I pay my deepest thanks, sincere thanks to the organization and to you as well, my dear colleague. Thank you so very much, and the host for this virtual meeting.
Okay. I think enough, Jasmine. Another maybe I will give officially to them directly.
Okay, thank you so much, Kylie. Okay, finally, we're about to end this today's event, but before of that, let's we take a picture together. Maybe you can turn on your camera, please. Okay, let's turn on your camera, guys. We're gonna take a picture together.
Hey, hello, the crown on your head is looking very good.
Thank you. It's a traditional crown from my region, my culture.
Oh. Still there, our President Nikkolal Akbar also. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Pesantren, lembaga pendidikan keagamaan para santri, generasi penerus bangsa, tiap hari belajar dan mengaji. Pandemi tidak bisa dihindari, menyentuh para santri. Santri-santri pun dipulangkan, karantina mandiri, pesantren didisinfektasi. Protokol kesehatan diterapkan, rapid dan swab test dilakukan. Mari bersama wujudkan santri sehat Indonesia kuat.